I can't believe this. I actually went on to Steam to check how to reset. And there's a message from the developer saying, add me on Steam, I can tell you how to reset the game. This is like, I'll PM you the fix. Okay, well, we're not getting to see the introduction to Woodle Tree Adventures, but I haven't done anything in the game, so that's fine. Come back to us, game. I'll PM you the fix from the developer. Holy crivens. Summarize the intro. The great Deku tree brings you out of the ground and says... I don't even know what they said. Something about bringing water to the land. And that is it. And then you just kind of run around. Then we got to here and we're told that we can go to different places from here. And I think I need to collect some teardrops. That's as far as I know. I am completely blind in here as well, so we can run, we can jump, we can attack with this leaf. Weaponized Canadians. I seem to be able to jump on top of my home. Alright, well, let's go. Let's do whatever we gotta do. Okay, can we fall off the edge? Good, it's good to set your boundaries. Oh, it's a platformer, right? I'm good with those. But I feel like a lot of context is missing here. I can't control the camera for one, which is a bit of a pain. HD Cyclone says, this doesn't look very punishing. Hey now, show some respect. And Namir's put this on the punishment game list back in 2015, maybe even 2014. Maybe somebody could double check the list. They've been waiting a long time for this, and now we have it. Oh, okay. Getting hit once by enemies is death, I see. Does that mean you'll kill me? Phenomenal. Yeah, we have a tumor, and it is growing fast. We should get it seen too. Maybe I was too fast in dropping Banjo-Tooie. I think this game has an addiction message. The tumor grows when we eat things, but we can't stop. Also, I can control the camera a little bit. I can go up and down to do this. There we go. I think we beat the game. I may have made a terrible mistake here. Okay, all is forgiven. Please come back. Don't worry, Jake, the dev will PM you the fix. Alright, well, guess we've got to play like this for a bit. Up and over we go. Oh no, we fell. Ah, there we go. Back to normal. Well, it's more malleable than Dark Souls camera, clearly. Ah, wait, there's water. Water is what we need to return to the land, right? Let's take the water and the fruits of our labor. And clear out of this place. Oh. I want to be in that. I want to get crushed by that. Okay. I'm not hitting you, quit moaning about it. This game feels dangerously like it's just sucking the soul out of me. Not as badly as Tokitori does, though. Holy moly, Tokitori is punishing to play. Oh, the camera's now shifted for back here as well. That's less than useful. I'm trying to see if there's a way to reset the camera, but no. It is just hard mode enabled. This tumor's getting out of hand. I'm at a loss about what I'm meant to be thinking or feeling playing this game. Other than thinking, wow, I wish I wasn't playing this game right now. Yeah, Sorrow's a good one. And yeah, when I was listing this game on Twitch, I noticed that there was a sequel to it. But, you know, Tokitori got a sequel as well. Is there anything on there? No. This is a shame, depth perception is not my forte. Why was this game made? Jake, what's the most punishing game you've ever had? Whoa, I mean, there's been well over 100 by now, so choosing the most punishing is difficult. I'd have to consult the list of them. Okay, well, thanks for the checkpoint. Speed Racer, I mean, Speed Racer was awful, but I wouldn't say it was the worst. It was playable, and I felt a great sense of accomplishment beating the game. Let me in. There we go. Game of the Year, Blaze at 420, was actually quite enjoyable, I thought. So I wouldn't say that was top punishment game. I'd say it's one of the worst punishment games because it was so not punishing. Oh, I can't stand Papers, Please, so that was pretty bad. Every time I think of Papers, Please, I think it's like Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares. You must collect all the 3 fairies' tears in this world and use them on these pedestals. This way you'll be able to travel to new lands. Okay. So we're short one. I guess I'll just ask the camera nicely to show me where they are. Oh, Kane and Lynch was bloody terrible. That's very high on the list. Have I been down here? We got one more apple over there, but I gotta find the tier, or the... It is a tier, right? That looks it. Tier up, sunshine. Anyone spy a tier? Wait, what's going on with that guy? What's his deal? How are you doing that? Let's get another look at the situation. No tier. Is this the Dark Souls 3D collectathons? Well, I'm trapped here until I find that third tier, it seems. Are you a third tier? No. Doesn't appear to be inside here either. Well now. Maybe I can ride this guy and have him show me the location. No, you keep your momentum when you walk off with something. Right, well... Hunt the good hunt. No, Draconiac. It's raining. Right, I just saw it. Couldn't see this because of the camera angle earlier, but there we go. Brelix says, why is this music so bad? I just don't get the feels I'm feeling. It's very melancholy, isn't it? Resident Evil 5 was one of the best punishments. The game's not bad, it's just a bad Resident Evil. Oh well, achievement unlocked for beating the first level. Go us. And now I have 107 of those berries. Didn't feel like I picked up that many, but let's go to a new world. The handling is very awkward. You don't turn around instantly in the air, you kind of arc around. Otherwise, you keep your momentum in the way that you're going, like Super Ghouls and Ghosts. No double jump though. Well, this is pretty terrible. I would have thought these would fall away from underneath me. They look like they would, but no, it's just more platforms. Well, that seemed like a slightly terrifying enemy. And they all go down the same. Okay. Oh, this is considerably more painful than Dark Souls. As in, painful to play. Yep, mediocrity is a lot more painful than bad. Well, it can be. Depends what levels of bad gets to. I have a faint shadow, but depth perception is still hard. What the hell is with the camera, though? Do I sense an upcoming mod game, says TBW? God, no. I usually make mod games of games that I want to see done to a high perfection. Note the want to see part. Fianli 17's nailing it on the head there. The music does feel like it's just sapping energy. Not just energy, but life force. Because then you have to force yourself to live through this. Nice that our leaf is so powerful, though. So I have to jump into that thing in order to change my direction enough that I can follow it up. And then do things like that. What? Just lightly, lightly. Am I meant to be up here? This is the punishment game the Dark Souls dreamed to be. A good punishment game is also punishing for the viewers. I mean, there are three there are three criteria that I care about for a punishment game. And if it fulfills any one of them, then good. Should either be punishing for me, punishing for the viewers, or extremely difficult. I'm not sure if Dark Souls was any of those. It was frustrating, but difficult? This, however, I suspect is punishing for me and punishing for you. Tell that to big sword guy. I will. God, this is dire. And dire for everyone involved. Oh, that's interesting. I just grabbed the mouse and I can actually do zoom controls by moving the mouse up or down. Not side to side though. Serenade says, what will the next weekly one-shot be? It's going to be a game called Overlord. It's Saturday today, right? So it'll be tomorrow. Easy does it. I've never played Overlord, but Radu came in, as he often does. You hold a direction, the camera turns, and your relative direction changes, so I can't just hold left or right to go across these. I have to adjust the analog accordingly. Alright. get out of this hellhole. Can't zoom though. Can't manipulate the camera. Okay, but now I can. Anything else? Nope. And then we can get out of here. That is loud. Right. What do we get for having all these munchies? Amazing. Something wrong with our guy. What was that all about? If you run upstairs, you flip upside down. Is this the newest speed tech? Oh, grief. Don't suppose anybody can check out this game's sales reviews. Who does it appeal? Uh-oh. Alright, well, we're upside down here again. This head bouncing's kind of hard to control. Ah, there we go. The water sorted us out. Oh, okay. Recent reviews, very positive 13. All reviews, mostly positive, 1421. Mostly positive. Well, if it's not the game for me, it must be the game for somebody. And I'm often one saying a game for everyone is a game for nobody. That's why I don't often say that games are outright bad. I prefer to say they're bad for me. Woodle Tree Adventures is a joy for speedrunners and is a most fun game to enjoy, says Robocop. Probably not their own opinion. Well, maybe it is. Juicy Memer says, "Morning, Jake. What on earth is this?" Well, I'll answer your question with another question. What on earth is that name? Although I don't think this music is bad for me, I think it's just bad. Maybe some musically inclined people could tell me what's so wrong with it. Well, no, given the people here, there must be somebody who is into music, musically enthused or musically creative. Why is this music so soul-scrapingly hollow. Cyclone is saying it's completely without harmonic tension. I don't know what that is, but it sounds believable. Oh boy. Glad I went full time with the streaming to enjoy experiences such as this. Stupid sound. Okay, come on, let's go. Speedrun time for this game is 5 minutes 55 seconds. Well, they wouldn't need any of the berries, so they'd probably beeline straight for the tears and then out of there. I wonder if I'd be able to beat this game within the time. I don't know how long ago I started this game. 40 minutes ago, maybe? Let's see if we can speedrun the game. Of course, I won't be like Nitro and submit it to Speedruns Live and be told it's not a real speedrun. I've decided to give up on my racism against hexagons. Battle Brothers was hex-based and pretty good. And I think I still would have liked Old Man Saga even if it had used hexagons. Whoa, how did I miss all those? Let's get hungry. If there's one game that I would quite like to speedrun at some point, insofar as I would like to speedrun anything, it would be Draken. Oh, that was a bit of a shortcut for me. How nice. In that case, Jake, when can we expect to see Heroes of Might and Magic 3 long play? So I don't know anything about Heroes of Might and Magic, but it sounds like it's a fantasy strategy game, and I really don't like fantasy. So with a bit of luck, never. Music's improving. Music feels a bit less soul draining. Where should one be going here? Pick up the tier first, I guess. Of course. Of course. Oh, some blind apples to get there as well. Yeah, the game does follow my mantra of kill and keep moving. Can't fault it on that. Actually, you can go upside down on a flat surface, it seems. Nice. Well, probably not that nice. Almost certainly not intended, but... There we go. Okay. Fun looking land. Can we sink? Yay. Of course we won't drown. We're wood. Actually, why are we not buoyant? Is there any wood out there that isn't buoyant? Gaming Monkey making a solid statement that there's plenty of non-buoyant wood. Well, you can't just leave us hanging like that. This little guy's trying to be buoyant. Achievement unlocked. Unlock the orange leaf. Huh. Sounds like lingo for a spray-tanned Canadian. No, we've got a golden leaf. Orange appears to be a step up to it. The music's gone back to being terrifyingly bad, though. Needs that harmonic tension, right? Hamster says, Jake, how have you found a game more souls than Dark Souls? I didn't find this game. I was commanded to play this game. I can't just go against the punishment game system. Can you turn off the music and put on the Katana Zero soundtrack, says Chi Pick. But you see, the music is part of the punishment experience. For you as well as me. It's really, really bad though. Does it tell us who the composer is? Ooh. Jumping's rough and tough. Maybe find what else they've worked on. Maybe they just had an off day for this. I think the composer is the internet. Feels like the composer's random number generator on a piano. Just don't look down and it'll be fine. Ah. I think I'd rather just bypass using that altogether and walk around it. I'm curious where you get sent if you die from here. I'm not curious enough to check. Not on purpose, at least. Alright, 2 for 2, one more. This juxtaposes hard against the fun of Montenegro last night. And Montenegro was fun. I was a bit afraid of the endgame being a slog. But, you know, a few multi-million soldier fights are fine. An endless slog of them less so. Alright, fast approaching the end of this level. What's better, Jake? This, Dark Souls, or Speed Racist? Speed Racist, I think, was the most enjoyable out of the three. I think Dark Souls is the best game out of them. I think that's pretty indisputable, but that doesn't change the fact that Dark Souls is not for me. There's more out there. Oh well, unless I figure out how to infinite jump, I don't think I'm getting there. What was Speed Racist again, says Mr. Moylet? It was a racing game, but also a platformer, and it was bad at both. Alright, what do we get here? Now I'm curious, Jake, what is the last AAA or at least major publisher game that you genuinely enjoyed? Doom? I guess Frostpunk isn't going to count. Hang on, I'm sure we can take a short break from this game to check. Wouldn't be a well, Rune Factory 4 Special? Probably still not going to take that, are you? I don't know, AAA is a tough one. I don't tend to go for AAA games. Yeah, Resident Evil 2. And that was last year, so it's fairly recent. I just don't think AAA is where you find the really interesting stuff. And I get so ticked off by things that just feel like done-to-death movie tropes. That's why my least favourite thing about Resident Evil 2 was all the cutscenes and every piece of voice acting. It just felt like I was watching a very bad movie. That said, I don't watch movies. I watch roughly 2 movies a year. Hang on, something's going on down there, isn't it? Don't know how to get down to it though, and I probably don't care enough. Let's go. You didn't watch Cats? No, I didn't watch Cats. Don't be like this guy I used to work with who would go blah 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 movie. I go, what's that? And he's like, you haven't seen movie? And this would happen many, many times. One time he actually just sat me down there and then and forced me to watch one of the movies. And it was good, to be fair. It was Despicable Me. And Despicable Me was really good. The hell that it spawned with those minions, less so, but I didn't detract from the movie. Do you watch anything, says Cornac? Not a lot. I don't do Netflix or any of those TV things on the internet. Nor have I had a TV since 2007. The only TV show I can think in the last decade that I've gone and watched is Archer. Oh, that was very good. And I thought it was done. I thought Archer... Was it Archer Vice? I thought that was the end of it. Or was it Noir? But apparently they continued after that and I haven't seen it, so I need to catch up somehow. But I don't find watching shows generally very engaging. I feel like a lot of time passes and you don't get a lot out of it. There's a bit of accomplishment with beating a game. I don't read, so I can't really relate anything to books here. This, on the other hand, says Max, this is top tier entertainment. Must be for somebody. I don't watch many streams either. Usually only when it's someone from around here running something. That said, I could do with something other than Nitro to watch. There's only so much bad at video games I can handle. Well, that's a setback. Mind you, we got the 3 tiers, so should just beeline for the exit. And then again, the greed for all the berry things is pretty high. How else am I going to get the greatest leaf? Oh, okay. Well done, dear son. Thanks to... Oh, okay. Thanks for playing. You're very welcome, Deku Tree. So this cursive writing, I find it a little difficult to read. How many punishment games have you played to the end before? Asks Illustrajon. Ooh, that's tough. Probably fewer than a dozen. But this just added 1 to it. Okay. Well. That was grim. That was really rather grim. So the more successful punishment game than Dark Souls, that's for sure. Alright, with that, there's only 1 punishment game left to be fulfilled, but it's been on the backlog for ages. It's Nightcry, because that game never goes on sale. I'm not forking out 25 quid for some punishment game I know nothing about. But eventually it will be on sale, and eventually I will get it. Right, what's going to happen? I don't have an answer to that question. It is just coming up. Well, it's just gone past 1:30. We're meant to have a strategy stream in, like, what, 4.5 hours? But we finished EU4. Well, we finished Montenegro in EU4. And we're not rolling the next campaign until tomorrow. So what are we going to have? I have a couple of ideas. But you won't get to know what either of them are until the stream starts. I guess the plus side of finishing this early is that I have time to work on said plan, because it might take some work depending on what it is. So, all we know is that there will be that stream, and until it does happen, from me, it is a cheers and a cheerio.